Oh, and it's Retro Smurf 35 here again. Hey, this week I'm hitting you guys up with another video. This week I hit up the flea market last weekend, or a couple days ago, and I was able to find a lot of good stuff, some consoles, some controllers, some games. Uh, it was kind of a mixed bag, you know. It kind of didn't pick up right away, and I think it's because it's kind of the winter here, and I just don't know if they just don't come out early. As you see in the videos, I have live footage of it. It really didn't pick up till about 11. In Texas, I'm from up north, so it's nothing to me. But down here, I guess it was pretty cold. I guess still for the winter, but I don't know. It was like 50 degrees in the morning. It was up to 70 by the time I was picking good. So who knows? But I'm gonna show you guys the live footage. I think I got about the first half, and then my phone died. So I was only able to kind of turn it quick on at the end there. So I'm going to run through all the pickups at the end, but first I'll get to the first half of that video. So check it out. Hey guys, might have been a little preemptive coming at 9 o'clock, who knew? But everything seems to still be closed, so try picking up some more here. Maybe get here later next time. Okay guys, so like I said, I might have got here too early. Here's a preemptive look at what's going on at 9 o'clock. Nothing at all. Alright guys, I just picked up the first two pickups of the day. He wanted 5 each. I don't know if they work, but then this has a network adapter. And he said take them both for 7, so $3.50 a piece is definitely worth it. So 2 fat PS2s to start the day. Hey guys, yeah, you saw a couple of my first pickups there. I had to run back to the car. I got so I filled up on consoles. So as you saw, I got 2 PS2 Fat Boy. This one is missing, this piece, and it is beat up. But I got that. And that one at first there with the the network adapter. They're both beat up. Those were $7 for 2. So I mean $7 total, so $3.50 each. I walked back around and I saw him again after he had unloaded more, and he had another one. Which they all feel a little screwed up, but he got one to me for 3, so I got all 3 of them for $10 total. And then next to him there was a guy with a PS1 system. It has all the cords and came with 2 controllers. So I got that for $8, which is a little high, but the controllers I needed. And you can always use this power cable, at least, to work on the PS2. So I'm going to unload here and go back out and see if I can find anything else. It's finally getting good, and it's like 10:30. So I don't know, maybe because it's the winter time, they don't open as fast, but I'll show you some more videos as I pick stuff up. These guys just picked this up. It doesn't look too great. It's nothing. But so I saw this Sega CD game without a case. I don't have a Sega CD, but I picked it up. They gave me the 2 things, the disc only, and this for $1. I mean, I just looked up Sega Shark or Sewer Shark didn't work too much, but I don't have a Sega CD or any Sega CD, so it's kind of cool to find something. Things are finally livening up a bit. But it's almost 11 o'clock. Reseller. Lots of stuff though. Way overpriced. I had to get some video of my Smurf. Retro Smurf, Okay guys, I'm done for the day. It's noon. Like I said, it didn't really get good till about 10:30, 11, so I don't know if it's because it's the middle of the winter and the flea market just doesn't pick up till then. But
I got a lot of stuff. I'm going to actually get it out later. I have a lot of cords and stuff I picked up and a few games, N64 game stuff, but look for the end pickup video here at the end.
Hey guys, so as you saw in the video, I had some good console pickups. That was earlier in the day. I ran back to my car there to dump some stuff off, and in the process, I wasn't able to get really much video afterwards. But I did get a little bit, and then I picked up some more stuff later on. So I'm going to run through everything I got. I'll start with some of the stuff that's already on the video, but probably my most successful part of the find, which was hitting up those PS2s. I mean, how can you beat $10 for 3 PS2 Fats, one with an adapter? I have since tested them, and they all do power on. 2 have sticky trays, and 1 works. 1 opens cleanly. 2 run games. So, I think that's a good find. None had power cords or anything, but I had the cords here, and I actually picked some up. So, they all do have this junk all over them. This is the one with the adapter on it. But overall, I mean, you can't beat that. Like I said, $10 for 3. So that's 1. Second one, this is the one that doesn't really work hardly at all. And then the nicest one, which is the one I actually picked up last, and this is probably the one I'll keep. I'm probably going to get rid of the other 2. But I need a PS2 Fat. I used to have one of these, but I've since gotten rid of it, but now I'm going to hold on to one. So like I said, those were $10, and as you saw, I picked up a regular PS1, and that was $8. But it was good. So it had 2 controllers, a PS1 white controller, the later version, and then a PS1 like DualShock controller. Joysticks, everything seemed real nice on these, especially this one. I mean, I don't know how many people use those before these kind of went out of style. So got those 2 controllers with it, and then all the connections. So $8. The controllers are worth that. I need a few more controllers. Kind of starting to notice, you pick these stupid things up cheap everywhere. So I need to stop picking those up. They're actually probably not going to even turn to sell or trade or anything. So, but I need the other stuff. So $8 isn't bad. Okay, and let's see. In the video, I think I also did show the pickup of the NCAA Football 2001. Like I said, I found the NCAA like this football sitting there, and then I found the other case. It was just in an empty case that didn't have any label, and it was the Sewer Shark Sega CD game. Now, the disc looks good. The disc on this NCAA looks good too, but I just did that because they had $1 on every game, and I was just willing to haggle, and I didn't want to go down to 50 cents, so I just I threw it in there and said $1. You can keep the other case. I'll just throw it in here. So I don't own a Sega CD system yet. I want to get one. I don't have any games, but I figured I'd pick it up for $1. I mean, for 2 games like that and just getting one. Well, good thing that was the NCAA. I don't know. I'd like to pick up some more games for the system, but I mean, is there really that many great games? So, whatever, it's a start. Sorry to ramble there. Okay, now for the rest of the day, I went back and dumped all that stuff off at my car, and afterwards, that's when my phone died after I picked up that game. So, I walked around a bunch. People were still setting up. I had kind of picked a few things out that I was willing to haggle with. It was early, they weren't haggling, and then I finally came back. It was probably noon, 1 o'clock by then, and they were willing to haggle a bit. So first one I hit was a big score. I mean, it's a bunch of extras, but I was able to talk them down. I just kept throwing things together. They were set on $10 for, a few of the pieces, and then it's like, okay, $5 for this, and then I just kind of threw it all together, and I was able to get the whole thing, this whole wad of stuff here for $13. Not great stuff, but I mean, easily I can use it to add out, clean out, I can fill out systems and trade, sell if I need to. Another DualShock PS1 controller. A red. This is pretty cool actually because I don't have any of these color controllers, but a red PS1 controller. It's just the regular, no DualShock, so these are always funky to play with. You know my obsession with these stupid things. PS1, PS2 OEM cord ×2. You know, I always pick them up, like I say, for $1 because you can add them out to a system, like I said, or sell them on eBay. They're cheap, easy to ship. Just a way to make back some money. Also, picked up 2 power cords. Now, one is the, I don't know if this is like the Xbox one that has the 2 rounded sides. And then I picked up, it was a regular PS2, PS1, pretty much everything else, Dreamcast with a square side and a round side. And then I picked up also a GameCube power. So, all those for $13. So that was like 1, 2, like 7 things. So I mean, less than $2 each thing. But I mean, the power cord adapter for the GameCube is worth that. So I mean, or $10 at least. And you know, those other ones are easy. So I'm willing to get that. It's always good to get those GameCube ones because it seems to be, I always out in the wild find a GameCube, and you never find the stupid power thing with it, or even the RCA. But I mean, those RCAs are a lot easier to find. So I was happy to get that part of that set. I also got, of course, I walked by and for 50 cents somebody had another one of the OEM cords. I think it's getting ridiculous, but I added another one. Lastly here is some of the games I actually got at one guy. I went back probably 3 or 4 times to this guy. He's the guy that had the Smurfs in the video there, but he happened to have he had a whole bunch of action or figurines all over, and they were priced pretty high. They had some cool looking ones in there, but you know, I didn't want to grab any of those, but he happened to have a few games and some N64 just stuff sitting there. So we had 7 items, it looks like, and I just bundled them all together. He was talking, he said $30 first, I said 20, or he said 20, I talked him down. And he's like, stuck on 20, stuck on 20. I walked away twice and came back finally, and I'm like, alright, $18. I thought about it, looked up on my phone, decided it was worthwhile. So for $18, I got these 7 items. This one, I mean, this is stupid, but whatever. It's an extension cord for a controller. A Rumble transfer pack. I think it's a memory card as well, because it says Save Rumble on here. I don't really know. I've never used one of these, but I'll have to look it up, but whatever. A regular N64 Rumble pack. A regular or OEM control memory card. So that's good. I didn't have an actual real memory card from Nintendo. And then I picked up 3 games. Well, kind of 3 games. Turok Rage Wars, which I already have, but now I should trade that game. Command and Conquer. I didn't have this game, but you know, happy to add that to collection. And lastly, the Game Shark. So when I was looking up on my phone, I noticed that some of the Game Sharks, based on the version, are worth some good money. Now I don't know which is worth more than the others, so I'm going to have to pop it in, but I'm not sure. Is there a way that you can tell what version this is without putting it in the system? And when you put it in the system, is it easy to tell? I mean, I haven't done it yet, so if anybody knows, or a quick tip, you know, just throw a comment up. That'd be greatly appreciated. I just don't know when I'm out and you see it, but I know it's like version 3.3 or 3. I don't remember what the version numbers were, but they were worth more, like $35 just for this Game Shark, if it is that version. I don't know. I'm going to have to throw it in the system. But cool to add that. Like I said, $18 for those things. I'm alright with that. The games are worth it. It's cool to just take a shot on the Game Shark, and you know, always add a memory card and stuff like that. But okay guys, so I picked up all that there for 10, 20, 21, 39 plus 13, so 52 bucks. So all that for 52 bucks. I mean, I could sell the two PS2 Fats that I'm going to get rid of, or trade. I mean, if somebody on YouTube here, redoes those things and wants to trade, I'm up for that too. But I can definitely make my money back on those two, or get some comparable games out of them. And the rest is filler stuff. Definitely fill out some systems and just, fill my obsession of the damn RCA cords for those PS1s. But I'm happy to put all that in my collection, and it was a successful first real trip to the flea market. I'd been there once and just ran through. I was there with my wife and some friends, so we were just kind of walking. They're not into the looking with me as much. So I was quick that night, or that day, and this time I went by myself, so I was able to really spend some time, really search, and get some good deals. I'll definitely be hitting it back up. It's I think it almost, so I had went almost a month in between the two times, and I could tell a lot of the stuff was still sitting there from before, because some people are just asking way too much. I don't know if that's what it is at all flea markets, but it's like you get there and it's like they want $40 for a PS1 system. It's like, what the hell are you thinking, man? But whatever. Sorry to ramble on there. But yeah, you see a lot of the same stuff, so I think I'm going to give it some time and then hit it up again and try to get some better video. I think I got another camera I'm going to try to add it to my hat or something, so I can try to get some live actual footage as I'm talking with the people, and then you can kind of see the overpriced stuff that you see. Not just the good stuff that I finally got into. But, thanks for watching, everyone, and, I really, like I said in my previous video, I'm really trying to bump the subscribers so I can get some contests going, do a collection video now that I'm kind of getting my setup in here a little better. And, thanks for everybody for commenting and liking so far. I've got about 9 videos out there, so there's a backlog when people join up and start watching. So check out the other videos. I'm always up for trade, so PM me or comment. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment, like, subscribe, and see you next week.